Alright, Knights of Shikari, welcome back to Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. We are covering the Republic of Gumul Knights.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew, pew.
Okay. Alright, so let's talk about Avenir. He's male, age 35, class Cardinal right now, at this moment. His background is, citizens have strong trust in his amicable and kind Moana priest in charge of guiding lost sheep back to the fold. Beneath that facade, however, hides a man who manages the dark side of the country's council. In order to maintain the Blackbird, for example, he kidnaps Barrett fairy children and throws them into orphanages for indoctrination. He was once a soft-hearted priest, but something has since warped his mind. He now freely expresses his cruel side by reveling by reveling in the enemy's anguish on a battlefield. So he's kind of a dark priest, I have to say. And you do start off with him as, I think he is a bishop to start, so he's probably your first bishop to start. He is a 3E seer or 3D seer from the start. He's not that great. He's just basically just a basic bishop. Think of Paradol from Grand Edition, the Ascaris Empire. He's in line with that as far as, you know, sort of his character and his stats and all that. He has alright HP, 570 at level 25. His MP pool is not bad. Agility 81, it's a little surprising. It's at 81. Intelligence of 102. Now, this is good. This is the one redeeming factor that he has. Maybe that is a little bit of the MP, but most of the intelligence of 102. He did get good stat growth. It was either just the luck of the draw, or that's just kind of how he got up to. But I had kind of problems with him. He was kind of hard to get up there and grow. So I had kind of a difficult time with him, and plus his stats are just not that great to look at. Nothing amazing, nothing, I don't know, just nothing all that great. But you can use him in battle. He's definitely a leader to put in there for help, because there's sometimes you want to bring in some Vikings or Eliza or something, and you just need a Cardinal. You just need a bishop behind you just to keep you healed up. He can do that. He will be someone you'll have to rely upon. Regardless of his background, whether you like him, you hate him, you're just going to have to use him. He's just one of those guys. So you're going to get area heal. Which heals up a 2-space radius around you as a Cardinal, which is pretty cool. You get the Veil spell, which just discards any other type of spell coming to them, whether it's Cure or it's a damage spell, you know? So these... It's interesting because it just works on allies. If this worked on an enemy, I would say it'd be a little more reasonable. But Veil I hardly ever use. I don't know. Let me know if you use it. You get the heal spell, pretty much the same thing from the previous incarnation. Power ratio of 180. It has HP or MP usage of 65. Get the cure spell. Cures up poison, paralyze, faint, charm, petrify, and silence. It no longer does weakness. So it does not do weakness. Weakness is for spell break. That's what you need that for. You get a loop heal. The one good thing about him is that you get a pretty decent amount of MP right here, but you can use a lot of loop heals. Although with his intelligence being 102, basic heals or area heals would be a little better. But you can pop a loop heal. And a loop heal is a new thing. If you didn't know about it, affects a target. The effect targets a single ally within a 4-hex radius, restores 10% of max HP at the start of each turn for 4 turns. So the consequential 4 turns from when you cast it, at the beginning of each turn, it'll heal up 10% of their max HP. Now this really works the best on a very high hit point leader or a very high hit point monster. Low hit point leaders and low hit point monsters is not going to do that much for them, because it's based upon their total hit points that they started off with coming into the battle. So you have to calculate that in your head. Just think 10% of 500, what would that be? Well, that'd be 50 hit points back, right? Well, 600 hit points, 60 hit points back. So you kind of see how that goes. But it's a very cheap spell to do. It's only 40 MP. So it's only 40 MP bucks to do, which is awesome. So, you know, you can pretty much do whatever you want with that. You do get the Holy Word, which is actually less powerful now than it was before and costs more MP. In his hands, yes, he can make it work, but you are draining about half your MP right off the bat with Holy Word. And you can't do 2 of them because he doesn't have enough to do 2. But if you need to kill something, or if you just need to do some damage in a pinch, you can do Holy Word. And, you know, other than that, you get a Heavy Strike, normal attack, power of 100. Just does a normal attack, and that's about it. So that's pretty much Avenir. He's not one of the greatest knights as far as character is concerned, and also with his stats, he's just a 3D seer, 3E seer. He's just, he's all right. But I use him from the start because right off the start, you don't have a lot of knights. You have a lot of territory to cover. You got 4 bases to cover, and you kind of have to use them somewhere. So I put him with a couple heavy hitters just so he can stay back and heal him up and kind of stay out of the way, you know? So that's it for Avenir. Hope you enjoyed. If you do, let me know. And I'll see you in the next guide video or Brigandine video of some kind. I'll see you then.